everybody. Welcome back to The Late Show. Already in progress. My first guest tonight is an Emmy and Peabody winner. You know best from Mad TV and Key and Peele. He now stars in the second season of Friends from College on Netflix.
About the book.
You know what? I think we should write it together.
Seriously?
Absolutely. We always have fun jamming, man. We always have.
Yes, I know. Ethan, the fact that you see me like this, that just means everything to me. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Absolutely. Thank you.
Thank you, Jam Daddy.
Thank you, Jam Master Jam.
We're gonna jam it out.
We must jam it out right now, dog. I don't even care.
Let's hit it. Bring it in,
Get in here, but drop it in right now.
Guys. Hey, it's a funeral.
Please welcome Keegan-Michael Key. Good to see you again.
Is the speech over?
Sure.
Okay, all right. I just want to. I had this thing on forever. Can I save this for the State of the Union?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, all right.
We'll keep
Just
right
want to
back
keep
here.
that back there. All right, thank gosh.
Nice to see you again.
Ooh, nice to see you again. Yeah, happy to be here.
People wouldn't know this, but we just saw each other last week.
Yes.
On January 2nd, I saw you at, as the Irish Repertory here does James Joyce's The Dead in an actual Victorian mansion.
At the Irish Historical Society.
That's right.
And I was so happy to see you there, honoring your Irish roots.
Sure.
I was also honoring my Irish roots.
Yes.
My name is Keegan. But we had a really great time. They did a play adaptation of the book The Dead.
Yeah.
And
which is one of the most beautiful stories ever written. Absolutely heartrending.
Yeah, heartrending.
And you know what's coming if you've read it.
Yes.
And you and I
was standing at the back of the play. So it was a promenade performance. So what happens is we walked around this Victorian mansion. So you do one scene in this room, and then the actors leave. And you're like, what the hell? Sorry, I paid $400 for this. And then you follow the actors and you go into the next room and you go upstairs.
You have dinner with them.
You have dinner. You're eating with them while they're doing the play.
All the events from the book.
It was amazing. Yeah, that bedroom scene, saucy. So we went upstairs and we're watching the last scene.
We're in the back of the room.
We're in the back. Stephen and I are in the back of the room, and we're watching the scene, and I'm getting very verklempt, like really getting touched.
Super sad scene.
Super sad scene. I'm gonna keep it together. I'm gonna keep it together. Oh God, the acting is really exquisite. Stephen. Weeping. Then I'm gone. Then we both got Niagara Falls coming out of our eyes.
To the point, I'm crying to the point where my wife turns around and goes, hey. She goes, you're in public. She thought I'd be embarrassed to be crying that hard next to you. And then I looked over and it's just the waterworks.
Weeping.
Because you know why? Because we are open-hearted, feeling
we're
individuals.
Sensitive men.
We're married to just automatons.
Ice queens.
Absolutely. Ice queens.
My wife was a cyborg.
Absolutely.
I mean, she was
heart of iron.
Watching and going, when are they going to get busy in this bedroom scene?
Yep.
And then, yes, it was very touching.
Lovely.
And
I'd like to weep with you more often.
As would I with you.
Yeah.
Yes, as would I with
nice.
you. Get on my phone, put the calendar, weep with Stephen next Thursday. Okay.
Now, I understand you were in L.A. over the weekend.
Yes.
Yeah, you did that, and then I had to immediately go out to L.A. because you're a giant star, and you fly out to the coast. But when you were out there, were you out there for the Golden Globes?
We were out there for Golden Globe activities.
What was the ceremony like? Did you have
I did not go to the ceremony.
Oh, you?
I did not go to the ceremony. Sometimes you just go to bask in the glow of the excellence of other people, and you hope it rubs off.
Where do you bask?
You go to parties. You go to the Golden Globe parties. Oh yeah, no, don't do the ceremony. No, you just go to the parties. Yeah, you just go to the parties.
Did you pre-party and post-party?
There was a pre-party, a pre-party, a post-party, and then there was a post-mortem party, which just talks about the post-party. Yeah, that's how they just talk about the post party. Yeah.
Fun? Any like?
We had a great time. No, we had a really good time. It's fun because there's people that live out there that we're friends with and people you've worked with and you don't get to see them because I live here in New York City. Yeah. So you go out and it's like one-stop shop. You just go to every party and see all your lots of pointing, lots of hey, hey. And my favorite, of course, is like you don't always talk about where you gush on some people, but mostly what I love is just watching people go for their phones. When you're like, the kids, how are the kids? How many kids do they have? How many kids? 3 kids? 3 kids. And what's the you can't remember all the time. You see people.
So are they
once a
going
year.
for their phones to Google how many kids?
No,
they
they're
have
going for
before
their
you go?
phones to show you the kids.
Oh, okay.
To show you the kids. They're more than happy to show you the kids. You can be in the worst conversation, and then I don't know if it's this, and then the deficit and Trump. Kids, whoop, and then the phone's they're ready to go. They're ready to go. Yeah.
Now, could you get into any party, like, because you're like, hey, I'm Keegan-Michael Key. You need an invitation, or do you have to go?
You gotta have an invitation, and sometimes if you're lucky, if something happens or something got misplaced and you didn't have the invitation, if people recognize you, they'll let you in.
Okay.
They'll let you in. Yeah. I know all the bouncers. I know Spike. I know Juju. I know Lil Tom. Jojo, Darnell.
Have you ever been bounced?
I've never been bounced. Not here. I've been bounced back home.
Right.
Yeah. But I wasn't bounced in LA.
What if you show up to a party and you don't have a ticket?
If you show up to a party and don't have a ticket.
When you're supposed to have a ticket.
When you're supposed
and
to have a ticket.
don't have a
Nobody's
ticket,
getting
what
without
happens?
ticket. Come on, man. Hey, man.
I heard this happen. Wait a second. But I heard this happen to you.
Yes,
I heard this happen to you. That I heard that you had a ticket, but then you didn't have a ticket when you were supposed to have a ticket.
We didn't even find out what happened. My wife and I didn't even find out what happened until the next night. So to the next night, the next day, after the party. So we got into the party, and then we found out the next day that there was a guy standing by the elevator at this hotel where they're having a party, and he was taking tickets from people. He did not work for the party. So people were walking up to him, and he was an amazing actor because he was. I remember him feigning exasperation. Folks, everybody, please calm down. I need to collect your tickets before you get on that. Ma'am, I need to collect your ticket before you get on the elevator, please. So, yeah, I know who you are. You're a big star. Give me your ticket. Thank you very much. Yes, please. Okay, everybody, one at a time. We can only put 8 people in the elevator at once. I need your tickets and your tickets and your tickets and your. Thank you. Then we all get on the elevator, go upstairs, and then I find out the next day that half these people are just like, well, I had a ticket downstairs. There's no interest in this party without a ticket. I had a ticket! I gave it to the guy downstairs, John or Tim, whatever. He said, no, John or Tim works here. I mean, but the guy, he had the best performance of the night. They should have given that guy a Golden Globe. They should have given that guy a Golden Globe.
We got to take a little bit of a break, but don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
Yeah.
With more Keegan-Michael